Et salut YouTube, on se retrouve pour la suite. On s'était arrêté après avoir résolu la première vraie enquête de la brigade criminelle, à savoir Auchan, et on s'apprêtait à faire le papillon doré. Il y avait des cinématiques qui s'étaient lancées à chaque fois que je vais dire au revoir, normalement je l'aurais casé, et là j'essaierai de penser à ne pas vous dire au revoir avant de relancer le jeu. Enfin avant de couper le jeu surtout. Et Palais Mojo vous dit bonjour. Vous savez qui est Palais Mojo? Je crois que vous ne jaugez pas très bien la personne. On commence avec le papillon doré. Ça me dit quelque chose. Le nom de cette enquête me dit quelque chose. Non seulement parce que je crois qu'il y a un subterfuge pour avoir 5 étoiles. L'or dit rien. Ok, ok. Ça marche, Linéo. Oh merde. The Golden Butterfly. Ça va être l'occasion de me dire si le jeu est redevenu plus fort que me voix. Parce que les autres VOD, putain, j'ai regardé. C'était silencieuse au possible. Hop les. Allez hop. Galloway.
Galloway.
Ah voilà. Je lis dans le futur.
Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
Je ne voulais pas divulguer ton identité, mec.
New case.
Le son c'était
White
parfait.
female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill
En fait,
Street.
j'ai fait le réglage par rapport au bar de
Captain's trying to
Streamlabs.
fend him off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Non, non, j'ai pas que ça à foutre et j'ai déjà mon enquête et puis je vais gérer vos enquêtes après. Hein. Y a pas que moi comme inspecteur. Ça m'emmerde. Attends Galloway, parce que moi je conduis pas si le truc il est à 15 km/h. Hein. Je te le dis tout de suite mon petit bonhomme. Bon, t'as de la chance. Oh la chasse qui grince. Quand on aura des subs, je pourrais m'acheter une nouvelle chaise. Oh là là, ils en ont rien à foutre de la sirène.
Did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time in bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our...
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were fast.
Ah, venez, attendez, je vais vous montrer comment marchent les délits. Tu conduis...
Can you drive to this one?
Je vais vous montrer comment ça marche. En gros, là, je viens de recevoir un appel, je l'ai pris. Et du coup, c'est une urgence. Donc, normalement, il y a toujours un petit scénario au mode braquage. Le son du jeu est peut-être un peu fort. Voilà. Attends, je vais régler ça. Je vais... Attendez, hop. Je vais le baisser dans mon mélangeur au lieu de le faire là-bas. Hop, tu vas me dire quoi, si c'est mieux. Hop.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 211.
Tu veux un follow en plus, mec? Ah, c'est gentiment demandé, alors ça flingue à toute personne, je sais pas ce qui se passe. Merci Zelda Dave.
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry.
Voilà, là.
Just quit shooting.
The hell
C'est
I
gentil.
will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly cake to you punks.
En plus, je l'ai pas eu peur parce que du coup, tu m'as prévenu. Oh, c'est l'heure de prendre... Non, ok, bon, je vais faire la manette. Y'a pas de galère. C'est marrant, tu parles comme un autre mec que je connais. Je suis Macron. Bon, attendez, non, je joue à la souris, c'est injouable sinon. Allez hop. Oh, j'ai pris une balle dans le... Comment c'est possible? J'ai pris une balle dans le bassin. Voilà, voilà à quoi ressemblent les délits en fait, c'est juste généralement des fusillades. Il est hors de portée? Ah bon? Hop là. C'est qui le champion ici? La réponse c'était moi, bien évidemment. Je suis tout seul. C'est pas si dur que ça. Il me paraît à portée. Moi aussi, hein, mais bon.
This is car 11K. Shots
Si le
fired
jeu
at
a
South
dit.
Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
C'était quand même plus simple la résolution des cambriolages à l'époque. Hein. On n'avait pas tous délire de négociation, machin. Un flic à chaque coin. Bon, du coup, Galloway, je crois qu'on est un peu loin de la scène de crime maintenant. Call an ambulance, but not for me.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
N'hésite surtout pas à me redire hein, si le son est toujours fort ou si à la limite j'ai abusé et il est devenu inaudible. Inaudible, c'est le concurrent direct de audible. Pour ceux qui savent pas.
Now, boys, you know as
Soon
much
is
as
good,
I do.
bro. Okay.
I'll be holding a press conference once
You're
the
pretty
autopsy
lucky, I can understand English. Hein.
I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice.
Le maniaque sexuel Alonso
Captain,
Mendes.
aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
You don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin.
Putain, mais la chambre à gaz, ils en parlent genre à toutes les enquêtes, hein. C'est un truc de ouf.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
Je suis l'inspecteur Emmanuel Macron.
Finito.
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I
Carruthers.
want daily reports, gentlemen.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
And I know it's gonna be.
I was first on scene.
Vas-y, dis-moi tout.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Sous le faux poivrier. Tourne et retourne. Hop. Bonjour les amis, et bienvenue à la maison. Aujourd'hui, salade tomate.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
On n'a pas grand chose pour vous. Bon, je pense que sûr que vous avez oublié la plupart des preuves.
Here she is.
Des traces de petons.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Galloway il prend des notes, hein. Il fait bien son boulot, pas comme l'autre con que j'avais avant. Là. Hop, la thune c'est pour moi. Ah non, je sais pas.
Robbery. Why not take the money?
Ça veut dire que le mobile n'est pas le vol. N'est pas l'argent. Dead Roller, association parents-professeurs.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Ok. Est-il autre chose? Non, c'est le même truc. Hop, on ferme. Bon.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Putain, j'avais même pas vu quoi. Des clopes.
Circumstantial.
Chaque fois je prends le cas d'avant-dernier parce que c'est le plus évident. J'aime bien fouiller. Bon après je pense que... Il est où le légiste? On s'en fout.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed
Il aime
cases.
pas les blagues,
Talk me
Yelloway.
through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
À chaque fois, genre, elle est morte
Angry boyfriend.
de coups de
They were
pied et
married, they'd
pourtant
be at home.
on la voit se faire frapper
Not
par autre chose.
humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
Be my guess. Et bah, je pense qu'elle est vivante, hein. On va commencer par ça. Normalement, il va manquer un truc.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
On lui arrache sa montre. Le mobile serait donc l'heure. Merde, je voulais le bras, mais c'est pas grave. Strangulation.
Very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Elle a pris Chéros, hein.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Bon, des traces de pieds dans la gueule. Mais j'ai pas accès à l'autre main? Ah si.
What's this mark? A cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Là, je me rappelle un peu de ces affaires-là, dans le sens où il y a toujours une sorte de pattern. Et
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We're gonna have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
c'est tout ce qu'on a ici, Doc.
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar. Alright. Bon, on va dire que c'était tout. On a sûrement oublié quelque chose.
So hey, what's going on over there? You're a modest little...
Je l'ai cette bagnole? Je crois pas. Hein. Mais non, Chrysler Airflow. Putain, elle a fait un bruit bizarre, j'avais l'impression que quelqu'un toussait derrière moi.
Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
You're behind the wheel.
Domicile démoleur.
Where are we headed?
Elle avait rien dans les poches, hein. Je vous le donne en mille parce qu'il n'a pas de poche. Hop là.
There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? All around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Then don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Ça vous verrez aussi, comme on a pu le voir dans la dernière cinématique. Le soir après le boulot on va au cabaret, machin. À aucun moment du jeu je crois qu'on voit les gosses de Phelps. Donc je me souvenais même pas qu'il y avait des gosses. Il est marié à son travail. Par contre il y a eu un gros plan sur un truc qui crame à l'arrière. Non? Ok. Là il y a un journal et je peux pas le prendre. C'est pas un coup de feu, hein. C'est moi qui viens de jeter dans la poubelle. Bon bah on va toquer hein, vu que je peux rien faire d'autre. Salam alaikum.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you.
Héloïse.
Could you have a
Je
seat for me,
connais Héloïse.
Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Ça te stresse ce que je fais, Michel? T'as des choses à cacher, Michel?
My partner will explain everything when he gets back.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Nothing to worry about.
C'est écrit en allemand ou? J'ai pas compris. Un verre d'eau.
I don't think so.
Des légumes.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Oui, c'est vrai, tu as raison, Cole. Des fois je spam. Ah ouais. Ah c'est le violon, ok. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a là? Un journal intime? Non.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Peut-être que j'aurai plus de chance ici. Chaussures.
Work boots.
41.
Size 8.
Il y a des grands panards.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Ah oui, ok, putain, je viens de comprendre. On est vraiment chez la victime. Ok, je suis un débile. Et l'alliance. Je sais pas ce que c'est.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Putain, mais il y a un nombre de cliquetis là, ça rend ouf. Je peux me casser? Parce que là il y a un garage et j'y ai pas accès. Est-ce que je suis toujours pas accès au journal? Non. Ça m'intrigue ce truc de feu. Est-ce que j'ai oublié une pièce? Parce que genre là il y a le salon, la chambre, et j'ai juste bijoux manquants. Il y a une Bible là, Holy Bible. Ouais, bon bah je pense que je suis plutôt good. On va aller parler à la petite. Allez, c'est parti.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to
Elle est
tell you
morte,
this,
hop
Michelle,
là.
but
Bon,
your mother is dead.
Tact plus 10.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
Tu mens.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
J'ai envie de dire qu'elle dit la vérité, mais elle a le regard fuyant, donc j'ai envie de dire il s'est passé autre chose.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight
Quel
away
tact, ouais,
then.
non mais le niveau tact il est incroyablement nul mon perso. Moi je suis nul en interrogatoire et nul à chier en tact. Bijoux manquants.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
C'est sa gamine qui l'a tué. Elle là, Michel? C'est possible. Bah, j'ai envie de dire que doute encore, mais là j'ai envie de lui faire confiance. Pourquoi me mentirait sur les bijoux? Ça n'a aucun sens.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Voilà, donc en gros, vérité, il commence quand même à douter, mon perso. C'est sûr, mec. Je pense, hein. Je pense qu'elle a même tué le daron. C'est pour ça qu'il est plus
She
là.
wore a watch?
Yes, the yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. They had a fight.
Ah, donc en gros, c'est oui, je sais pas trop, je fais pas attention, mais elle connaît la marque par cœur, quoi. Vie conjugale des parents, bon là, ça va être intéressant, parce que je pense que ça va être... C'est vrai qu'elle a une tête du criminel.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Tu viens de me parler d'une dispute. J'ai des doutes sur tes propos.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever
Une seule
came
fois,
again.
il l'a étranglé avec une corde et il l'a battu à mort, mais
Her
c'était
brooch
vraiment
came
qu'une
to
seule
make
fois.
up for it.
Hmm.
And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller.
Une broche en forme de
You've been
papillon.
very brave.
3 sur 3. Tiens, tiens, tiens.
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room, please,
here.
Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would
Oh,
like to ask.
double interrogatoire, c'est parti. Oh merde.
Do my best.
Trace de pas sur la scène de crime.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Oh, frérot, fais un effort quand même.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Bah, parce que tu fais aucun effort, il y a vraiment marqué ta pointure sur tes pompes, quoi, donc...
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet.
Petit pied, petite.
You know, small feet, small.
Always been true in my experience.
Je vous laisse deviner le mot mystère. Alibi pour Hugo Moller.
So you were here all night.
Petit pied.
You stayed in while your
Petit
wife
pied,
went out
petit
to
pied.
pick up your daughter?
Petite chaussette.
Yes, that's
C'est
correct.
ça, mec. Le mot, c'était chaussette. J'ai pas écouté ce qu'il a dit. Merde, j'ai pas écouté. C'était quoi la question? Toi, t'as vu, petit père? C'était quoi? Il a dit quoi? Oh merde. Alibi pour Hugo Moller. Il a dit je sais pas quoi. J'ai pas fait gaffe. Bon, heureusement que les points d'intuition sont là. Hein. Demandez à la communauté. Mensonge. Ah merde. Mais...
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Vous étiez pas là?
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while.
Ok, c'est bon.
I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
C'est la dernière fois, Mojo, que tu me fais rater une enquête. C'est fait ken par Hugo Moller. Signalement de la disparition.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Putain, mais il a des tics, frère. C'est Vincent Lindon, le mec, ou c'est quoi, là? Je vais encore douter, mais...
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a
Michelle.
full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Antécédent de violence conjugale.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
J'ai pas de preuves pour dire qu'il battait sa femme.
I think you set this up, Hugo. I think you kicked up a fuss
Merde,
about staying home
c'est
for
pas
an
ça.
alibi. Then you followed your wife and murdered her.
You're out of your mind coming in here making accusations like that.
Ça avait
Come
pas
out
de
into the
preuves
yard and I'll make you
pour
take that
l'accuser de
back.
mensonge. Bon.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea.
3 sur 4, ça va.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
Il y a du sang sur la porte, non?
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence.
Je suis curieux de savoir ce que je devais dire. Il avait pas dit la vérité, je pense
no
pas.
evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Qu'est-ce qu'a vu la vieille mégère là? Bonjour madame. Quel plaisir.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Ah bah il me semblait bien qu'il y avait un truc avec le feu.
Look, that's the latest thing.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Oh putain, alors toi, hop là. J'étais entraîné par des moines Shaolin, moi, c'est un ouf. On va regarder ce qu'il y a là-dedans. Ah.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
Bah ça c'est con quand même.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and...
Bon bah en doutant et en l'accusant de meurtre, j'étais pas très loin de la vérité quand même. Hein. Le jour a pu me compter bon.
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Je crois que ça a sonné chez moi.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Putain, j'aurais voulu faire un perfect. Je vais me tailler une veine pour la peine. Juste une seule.
9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Lex 2. Ça aussi c'est une bonne blague ça. Morgue centrale, mortuaire assistante, c'est parti la suite. Vous l'aviez attendu, c'est maintenant. Est-ce que je l'ai débloqué cette ambulance?
Great. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
On va rentrer à l'intérieur. Pourquoi j'ai un téléphone? Il faut que j'appelle quoi là? Attendez, je vais voir si ça se trouve c'est pour avoir l'adresse de quelque chose. Tout à l'heure il a disparu.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Ah, ok.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks for your help.
Allez, viens Rusty. Rusty, ça fait un peu nom de burger, je trouve. Le Rusty, bientôt disponible chez McDonald's.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
C'est une corde triple brin.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Salut Doc. C'est bon, vous avez l'adresse?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School in Plainfields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thank you.
On y va, mon gros. Hop là.
You know the way. You can drive.
Lycée de Belmont.
Right. Where are we headed? Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Il a un humour à froid, Rusty, j'aime bien. Il se fout de ma gueule, la jeune qui... Et je fais pareil. On a un bon duo, Galloway. Belmont High School.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks.
Je crois qu'il y a une bobine dans le coin.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Nouvel individu pédophile. Putain, j'arrive pas à spammer A pour le courser. Cours vite le salopard. C'est bon, je peux spammer A. C'est l'heure du sprint. Faux raccord. Le bon faux raccord. Bon bah j'aurais pas pu aller voir la bobine du coup, mais je sais que y en a une sur un terrain de football américain.
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like them a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Ma gueule, quoi.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm gonna take out my gun, and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Bon, je ferai pas les bobines maintenant. On va ouvrir le coffre. Bon, ça pue la merde. Hein.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Le verrou de...
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Bon. Par contre, c'est une zone d'enquête et on est vraiment que 2, quoi. C'est trop bizarre. Hop.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks, ma'am. You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Le central. Cette enquête me dit quelque chose, en tout cas la fin me dit large quelque chose.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
Ah bon bah le jeu vient de le dire. En gros le plan c'est de tout mettre sur le dos d'Ellie même si on sait que c'est Hugo Muller quoi. Et vu que le jeu est un peu fait... c'est genre en mode faut le prendre au sens premier degré, le truc c'est notre patron qui nous note en fait. Les notes à la fin c'est mon patron qui les donne. Et ça joue sur le résultat de l'enquête, même si j'accuse le mauvais mec.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Bah donc en gros si j'accuse le mauvais mec et que le patron est content c'est bon quoi.
We were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Bon, le patron nous met la pression.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Il s'est fait tabasser la gueule.
You're down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Ah. Est-ce qu'il nous dit ça parce que le patron lui a dit de le dire ou...
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Until I hit you braid, it stays tight.
Mobile pour le meurtre. J'ai dit vérité. Je sais pas si on voit à chaque fois. Mobile pour le meurtre de Muller.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You're a liar, Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman?
Bah oui, tu l'avais sur toi, bonhomme.
I done told you I found that pretty thing.
Ah
I
putain.
never stole it.
Ok.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the hat squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? My money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect.
Hugo
The
Muller de
evidence is
meurtre.
solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Destruction de preuves.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
You're full of shit, Hugo. You want us to feel sorry for you? We feel sorry for your wife. The blood came from the wound in your wife's head.
Why would I lie? You can check at the workshop.
Ah putain, j'ai pas les résultats d'empreinte. Merde. J'ai pas, donc je vais douter.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Je vais quand même utiliser un point d'intuition parce que je sais pas. Les gens, ils ont dit vérité. Vas-y, je fais confiance aux gens.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
Accès à un cordage
Do you know
tressé.
anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Véhicule de la victime récupéré.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Et là, boum, je l'accuse et vous dire, bah attendez, mais c'est pas ma combinaison, sauf que je suis pas censé le savoir, faut que je l'accuse quand même.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Ok, bon, c'est un démon tout neuf.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Bah frérot, démon top pneu couvert de sang.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Quittez l'interrogatoire. Bon, je crois que mon patron veut que j'accuse l'autre. Moi, je sais que c'est lui. Attends, viens, on va discuter, Rusty.
Is he in some kind of trouble?
What do you think?
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
I'm no hood. I'm a king. I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
En gros, je vous explique un peu la situation. Là, on sait que la plupart des preuves accusent Hugo Muller. Il y a l'autre qui s'est fait taper comme pas possible et dit oui, non, c'est ma combinaison, machin, genre on sent qu'il a été forcé. Si j'accuse Hugo, le patron va pas être content et l'enquête sera bouclée comme il faut. Et du coup, j'aurai une note de merde. Et si j'accuse Ellie, le patron est content, j'ai une bonne note, mais c'est pas le bon meurtrier. Du coup, je vais rester droit dans mes bottes, on va inculper ce mec-là. Moi, je veux que les enquêtes soient bien faites. Inculper
Hugo Muller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
Et mon patron va pas être content.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Voilà, bon. Mais j'ai parlé à Rusty avant et Rusty était de mon avis, donc on fait confiance aux collègues. Ça suffit maintenant. Voilà, j'ai été noté comme de la merde. 2 étoiles. Indice trouvé. 11, 12. 11 sur 12, questions correctes, 12 sur 14. Peut-être que... Bon, vous verrez bien sur la VOD, mais peut-être que du coup je referai l'affaire en faisant l'inverse, en accusant l'autre, et je vous mettrai le passage juste après ce moment-là, pour que vous ayez le comparatif de ce qui se passe. Du coup, en attendant, je vais couper là pour YouTube, on fait une petite pause, et normalement, s'il y a une cinématique, elle se lancera pour le prochain épisode. A tout de suite, YouTube.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Ouais, c'est parti.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6" tops. And you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
Do you think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
C'est bien vrai ça.
You're down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping, am I right?
I prefer braid until I hitch and braid. It stays tight.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things, and you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
Bon, on va aller interroger
You're
Moller.
as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
Mais dans ce qui nous intéresse, c'est d'inculper L.A.
My money, Hugo Muller's our number one suspect.
De toute façon, on
The
reviendra
evidence is
l'inculper.
solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
On va faire les choses proprement.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Ouais.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. The guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
Accès à un cordage tressé.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Non, j'aurais pu me douter.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Ah ouais, comment t'expliques ça, mon petit bonhomme?
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Bon, bah, du coup, on va aller accuser l'autre. Ah, j'ai aussi trouvé cette preuve en plus. Regardez. J'ai les empreintes de pas. Alors, empreinte pointure 41. Alors que dans mon premier try, je savais pas la réponse. En fait, c'était tout simplement au labo à côté des cordes. Fallait juste que je demande au légiste. Du coup, on va inculper Ellie Rodney. Il faut que je parle, pardon. Hop. Inculpé.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rat. I ain't a killer.
Boom.
Ah, Phelps, Galloway. Congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Bon bah voilà. Voilà. Le petit passage comme promis. Je vais vous laisser avec la suite et certainement la fin de la VOD.